What's up, guys? This is Evan the T-Rex Singleton, and you're watching the world's strongest fan.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. First up, we join Nicholas Dupreez. He says, I wasn't supposed to, but couldn't help myself. My next bench press day will be a deload. That's 215 kilos for 5 reps. Next up, it's Graham Hicks, working on an incline log, 240 kilos or 529 pounds. Next up, it's Marcus Crowder. He's also pressing incline today. The weight, 249.5 kilos or 550 pounds for 2 reps. We now move into some overhead pressing, and here is Liam Swindle. He says he had a good event session earlier down at Iron Freak's gym. Here's a lift from Daniel Mamahit. It's the new under 90 kilo Dutch record. It's 91.4 kilos or 201.5 pounds. He's got a great technique, splits his legs and gets underneath that dumbbell. Next up, we're out in Sweden and we join Peter Svedberg. He's also pressing a loaded dumbbell, the weight of his, 95 kilos or 209 pounds. Next up, it's Harvey Auld. He says he's never usually getting hyped over his lifts, but today he's pretty happy with this one. It's a new personal best, 100 kilos or 220 pounds. Here's a clip from Tyler Helm. He says he still hates this event, but the big dog, Jordan Osborne, has motivated him to start putting in some more effort. Next up, we join powerlifter turned strongman Luke Nall, who says, here is my axle clean and press, 158.5 kilos or 350 pounds. Following on from him, it's Evan the T-Rex Singleton. He says progress every damn day. Zero pain, no pulling in the tendon, just nothing but feeling so powerful, and that's good to hear. Now next up and also pressing from the rack, it's Tom Place. The weight, 180 kilos or 396 pounds, and that's a personal best for him. We now move into some log press, and here is Inez Carrasquillo. She's got an awesome clean and split jerk technique. That's 108 kilos or 240 pounds. Next up, we join Rob Kearney. He says it's great to be back in his gym after a much needed break. The weight on that log, 150 kilos or 330 pounds for 2 reps. Now here's a clip from Gavin Bilton. He says, a bit of fun this weekend. My first bit of log pressing in a while, 170 kilos or 374 pounds. We now move into some squatting, and here is Christy Hawkins. The weight on that bar, 272.5 kilos or 600 pounds. Here's a clip from Jamal Browner. He's also squatting today. The weight on his bar, 325 kilos or 716.5 pounds for 2 reps. Next up, it's Hafthor Bjornsson. He's getting ready for a powerlifting meet and looking really strong, especially in the squat. Next up, we've got a new IPF-equipped world record. The athlete is Nick Lentz at a body weight of only 205 pounds. That's a great squat, 405 kilos or 893 pounds. We now move into some deadlifting, and first up with a double overhand axle, it's Jason Knights. The weight, 210 kilos or 463 pounds. Following on from him, it's 20-year-old Joe Oliver with a comfy double. The weight of his, 300 kilos or 661 pounds. Next up, it's powerlifter Chris Kraft, normally known for his squatting, but today that's a really great deadlift, and he rounds out the first half of today's video. Now we kick off the second part of today's video with some more deadlifting. Here is Mitch Coleman. It's a new personal best for him for reps. The weight, 315 kilos or 694 pounds for 2 reps. Now next up and also hitting a personal best for reps, it's Liam Swindle. He said he had an awesome session, and you can see here that's 317.5 kilos or 700 pounds for 2 reps. Following on from him, it's John Stephen Corabooth out in Coco's gym, pulling 350 kilos or 771 pounds. Here's a clip from powerlifter Ernie Lilliebridge Jr. He says, "Solid deadlift session yesterday. Training is becoming more intense, getting closer to the meet. That's 360 kilos. And rounding out the deadlift section today, it's Graham Hicks. He says he fluked a 400 kilo deadlift, but I don't know, he's definitely got way more in the tank." Now next up I've got some competition news, and it comes from the official Strongman Games. First up it's the women's under 64 kilos podium. First place was Rhiannon Lovelace. Awesome work from her, a back-to-back champion. Next up we've got the women's under 73 kilos. First place went to Hannah Brock. Second place was M. Naismith, and in third place it was Erin Walkie. Next up we've got the women's under 82 kilos. First place was Nadia Stowers. Second place was Ashley Crawford, and in third place Donna Moore, doing really well having dropped down a weight category. Now up next we've got the women's masters. First place was Mary Colasanto, second place was Ashia Ula, and in third place it was Claire Myler. Congratulations to them also. And the final podium for the women's was the Opens or World's Strongest Woman. First place went to Olga Laischuk, second place was Andrea Thompson, and in third place it was Inez Carrasquillo. Congratulations to those three ladies, they're the strongest in the world right now. Now next up we've got the men's under 80 kilos podium. First place went to Ben Donin, second place was Richard Panganiban, and in third place it was Dean McVie. Following on from them, we've got the men's under 90 kilos. First place was Tyler Davis, second place was Nikolai Myers, and in third place, Gavin McNamee. Congrats to them. Next up, we've got the men's under 105 kilos, and the return of Andrew Clayton, taking first place. Second place was Dan Hughes, and in third place, Nick Hain. Congrats to those guys, they did really well. Next up we've got the men's masters, and taking first place on countback it's Adriana Savickas. Second place was Rauno Hainler, and in third place Yitzi Kramer. Following on from them we've got the men's masters 50 and over. First place was Mark Felix, he smashed it. Second place was Nick Best, who also announced his retirement from Strongman, and in third place it was George Pearson. And finally the men's open. First place was Spencer Remick. Second place was Jacko Schoenwinkel, and in third place Matthew Ragg. All three guys getting an invitation to Giants Live, and hopefully, if they podium again, World's Strongest Man. Now seeing us out today, it's Trey Mitchell III. He says, "Here is 390 kilos or 860 pounds for 5 reps on a trap bar. Training for Giants Live World's Strongest Nation coming up soon." He's looking really strong, and hopefully he can do some damage for Team USA. Anyway, that's it from me today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe, and I'll catch you again as always on the next one.